Oh, baby, let me tell you what. I love when my pack 1 pick one is super easy. Llama Herder is just a bomb rare. 2/2 for 2 that every time it diligences, it summons another 2/2, so every time it readies, and you can exhaust other troops you control to make it larger. So it's kind of like self-enabling. You can exhaust your other troops to like push it through stalled boards. It can exhaust your other diligence troops, which is hot. Like, and we get to sing the llama song while we actually play the games. Like, just 10 out of 10. Don't really know what other cards. There aren't any other good diamond cards in this pack. There's a giant centipede hiding here behind the chat that's not particularly good. If we could end up in a rock slider deck, because this rock slider wheels will probably move into that, but we'll see. 2 llamas are a combo. When the llama herders exhaust each other, I wonder what llama herders are doing when they exhaust each other. Do you think it's something PG, or are we not allowed to talk about it here? Okay, see, this is fantastic. So there's a Pyro Strike here. This is one of the premium pieces of removal in the format. Just 3 cost, quick action, deal 4 damage to something, and then you get to void it, so you get to avoid Deathcry triggers. Like, they're spotting each other in the weight room. Yeah, right. Nothing else in this pack is particularly exciting. I wouldn't mind the Wakuna coin because I do love me some cycling resources. The Boisterous Ballad is also reasonable, but picking up the premium piece of removal here is fantastic, I think. Hopefully that Rock Slider wheels back around to us. We just played Diamond Ruby Ardent with Marzul as the champion. Love the Rock Slider deck in this format. Love, love, love it. I believe it is a sandal. Actually, they just think it looks like a whatnot. So, this pack, man, the uncommons in here are pretty bad. Sporomancer still here for a reason. Diligence, Deathcry, and Deploy. It summons a 2/1, which is like Sapphire Wild is not particularly good, and it's a 7-drop. Razoredge Duelist is a pretty fantastic card I'm happy to pick up here. I'm going to go ahead and take that up. It's a 2/2 for 2 that on Diligence he gets +1 power and Swift Strike until the start of our next turn. Wouldn't mind if the Outflank came back around, but I do just want to prioritize troops for now, I think. Let's move this Hex Heroes logo over where we can see it. It's going to block out cards if I put it there. Where can I put this Heroes logo? Maybe down here at the bottom? I could just make it a little smaller, right? Perfect. Let's do that. Man, these packs are good. Ayotachi Cavalry is a fantastic Ruby card. It's a 2/2 for 2. Then when it's Valorous, it can't be blocked by non-Valorous troops. So usually you end up picking up plenty of Valor producers in these shards by the end of your draft. So this is basically a 2/2 with some evasion in the mid to late game. I wouldn't mind picking up the Blitz here, honestly. It's good at enabling Diligence, unlike our Llama Herders and Razoredge Duelists. This is an uncommon, though, and this is a common, so we're more likely to get Blitzes to come back around, I think. Regardless of which of these 2 cards we take out of this pack, we're, like, sending the message that Ruby's potentially open. But I think I want to take the Ayotachi Cavalry at this point. Sort these by cost. Another Cavalry. Well, that kind of makes me wish I would have taken the Blitz, but I guess I'm happy to pick up another one of those. Blindside and Stalagamage are both very reasonable cards as well, so hopefully we'll get another good one out of this pack when it comes back around. So, the transparency, I need to play with it at some point. With these colors that I have, the transparency makes some of the text hard to read occasionally. Actually, it's not too bad there, is it? I think I like the Hex Heroes down at the bottom, but I guess the transparency looks good here. Maybe it's only in the game mode that the transparency looks bad. I don't know, it was looking awkward the other day. Magic Online is going to have some unscheduled downtime here momentarily, so we're playing some Hex in the meantime. In this pack, nothing super exciting in here. I guess True Heart Skirmisher is fine. It's a Diligence Enabler since it has Mobilize. Mobilize means we can exhaust a troop we control as we play this to take 2 off of its cost, so that's probably fine. Zap's not particularly exciting. Awaken Herald and Pyre Spoke Looker are not either, so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick this up. Nothing fantastic in here. I guess I'll take the Wakuna Lookout, but if our draft deck ends up reasonably, we're not going to play this Wakuna Lookout. Occasionally this is fine as, like, a Valor producer, but, like, then you can't play it on 1 if you put the Valor gem in it, because you need a Ruby threshold in order for that to happen. So we actually don't have a ton of removal right now. This pick's actually kind of tough. The Ashwood Minstrel is a card I like a lot. It's a 1/3 for 2 that has a 1-shot, gain a temporary resource. I really like this with Furious Blitzer that we're likely to see at some point in the next pack. This pack's done, so we're not going to see one here, but this can, like, mobilize out a Furious Blitzer. I think I want to grab the Explosive Interlude, though, because we're through this entire pack and only have 1 piece of removal. Explosive Interlude's not a card that I love to play, but it's, like, fine if you end up playing a removal, which we currently are. It does 5 damage or something and then makes a Valor. And we do want Valor producers for the Cavalry as well. I'm going to hide this Wakuna Lookout. I'm going to go ahead and take this... I'm going to take the Scrap Tooth Dasher, actually. Ruby Favor we're not very likely to play, and if we end up with a bunch of Nashers and we get some Bashers in the last pack, they could be very good. So Rust Bucket Distractor is like this really awkward card. We're basically playing an Ardent / Valor's Matters deck, so it doesn't fit into either of those themes for us, and like a 2/1 for 1 isn't particularly impressive. This card's not particularly exciting either. Hopefully, that Rock Slider comes back around to us. I think it would be in this next pack. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to. That's sad. It also means we're going to be fighting with people for Ruby cards, potentially. Nothing super good in this pack. I guess I'll take a Shroud. We don't have that many playables yet. We might need to pivot off one of these 2 shards into something else. We've got a good amount of Ruby at this point, but... We'll see how this next pack goes. I don't hate Friar Tusk. Sometimes you board this in against the Dreadling decks. It says Life Drain. We only have 7 playables, though, and usually want a little bit 8 or 9 out of the first pack. Oh, yeah, Bob, you're right. That's fair, especially with the Duelist and Llama Herder. We'll probably get a Staunch at some point, but you're right. I'm probably not going to play the Cavalry, and we likely get to play the Staunch. Okay, the Salaga Mage came back around. That's a fine 8th card out of here. And this Diligence is it deals 2 damage. So anytime you have Salaga Mage turn 1 on the play, you usually get 3 to 6 points of damage out of the card, which makes it fantastic. Nothing super exciting here. I'll just take this 1/2 so my opponent can't have it and block with it. Yeah, it definitely feels like we've been cut out of Diamond, right? That being said, like, these Diamond cards are good enough that they might be worth playing, the Llama Herder especially. We'll see how this next pack goes for sure. I think I'm just going to take this Decree of Banishing. So I mentioned Pyre Strike being one of the pieces of premium removal in this format. I think this is the single best piece of removal in the limited format. It's uncommon. It just voids target opposing troop. There isn't a ton of constant hate in this format, so this is usually pretty good. And I'm just going to pick that up, and if we end up light on Diamond, primarily Ruby, that's fine. There's an Arena Regular in that pack. We'll see if that wheels or not. Someone else took the Rock Slider, so the Arena Regular might not make it back around to us. My sweet, sweet songbird, how I am so very sad that I cannot take you. The sweetest of songbirds do you sing. Every time she diligences, she summons a 2/2 flyer. This is easily the best uncommon in this format. I don't think it's worth moving off of either of our other 2 shards for her, unfortunately, though, at this point. I'm going to go ahead and take the Fire Soul Gemstorm, I think, here. I kind of want some top end, and I really like Fire Soul Gemstorm when we're in Ruby Diamond because we can put the Flight Gem on here. And she also summons a second 3/1 that's going to have a random gem in it. So the second 3/1's either going to be a 3/3 with the Protection Gem, a Flight, a Swift Strike, or a Valor. So I think Diamond Ruby is like the best possible case scenario for Fire Soul Gemstorm out of all the different threshold combinations you could have. Another Razoredge Duelist here, another Scraptooth Dasher, Gallant Duelist. I think I want to grab the Gallant Duelist at this point. I have a lot of 2s already, and I really am kind of light on Valor producers, and I've got 2 Iotachi Cavalry, so I'd like to prioritize cards that create Valors here, I think. Let's do that. Nope, still no magic online. Just, you know. Okay, just check it in. Just check it in. Alright, Flame Guard is fantastic. This is one of the better Ruby cards this far. It's a 3/1 for 2 that diligences. Target troop can't block this turn. Chastise in this pack too. I've got 2 3-piece removal. I think I'm going to take the Flame Guard so I can be aggressive. Yeah, the Nashers will likely wheel. I guess I could take the Strike Force Sergeant too. Like, this creates Valors for us, which we kind of want for the Iotachi Cavalry. Hey, buddy. I guess this pick's not as straightforward. The Strike Force Sergeant is more likely to wheel than the Flame Guard or the Chastise, though. I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab the Flame Guard here. Yeah, I'm going to grab the Flame Guard. Blitz. 10 out of 10 taking the Blitz at this point. Has Mobilize, so it can enable our Diligence troops. Gives target troop +4, +2. Kinda wish I would have taken the Blitz out of the last pack, but we got at least one. Hopefully we find a second. Love this card. Yeah, you think so? So we're Ruby, Splash Diamond for some quality cards like the Llama Herder and the Decree of Banishing here. Seems good. Got like 13 playables, doing fine so far. The awkward part to this deck is like, what champion are we playing? Like, I kind of feel like we want to be Marzul, but we also just like don't have any charges payoff cards. We don't have any Rock Sliders. We don't have any Arena Regulars. So like, Marzul seems kind of mediocre. We might just want to play Lysander with these Iotachi Cavalries and not really having any quality Valor producers. I guess Marshal Josephina could be okay as well. It could just be an Ada deck. Like, Ada's slower, but like she's still fine. Nothing particularly exciting in this pack. Sejas isn't a bad idea. I like Sejas. I'm a big fan of... Oh, there's a Chastise here. Who am I kidding? I missed that. Card's great. Target troop deals damage equal to its power to itself, so anything that's got power greater than or equal to itself is gonna get in there. Gallant Duelist for another Valor producer. Yeah, I like the idea of Sejas. I like the idea of Sejas a lot. It's probably a Sejas deck without a Charges Matters payoff. We're gonna play Magic as soon as Magic Online decides to let us play Magic. The league is paused. There is no Magic happening for anyone. That's the wrong overlay. Nothing too exciting in here. I guess the Staunch Resolve might be fine. Honestly, I'm just gonna take the Nashers at this point. If those Nashers all come back around and we get a bunch of Brute... So this card, these care about having other Scraptooth Nashers, and this card, Brute Crown Basher, is in the third pack. It's a 2/1 for 2 that says whenever you play a Basher or a Nasher, it deals 2 damage to something, which is sweet. Yep, there's another Nasher. Okay, so if we get like 2 to 3 Bashers in the last pack, we're definitely playing these, and they're going to be really, really sweet. What about Bishop? That's not a bad idea. If we end up playing Bashers too, that could be great. I kind of like that. I'm pretty sure I'm playing Dead Guy this weekend. The deck felt really good. I'll take the Draka in case someone's hoping that wheels. None of the other cards in this pack are particularly good. So we've got 1, 2, 3 pieces of removal. Hopefully if pack 3 is good to us, we're going to upgrade this explosive interlude into something better. For now, it's fine how it is. Hopefully the Brute Crown Basher. I haven't actually drafted a Brute Crown Basher deck in this format yet with Scraptooth Mashers. That would be kind of sweet. Some more Friar Tusk action up in here. Alright, Jacob, I need you to channel your energy. We want Lava Shapers and Brute Crown Bashers. We want all the Flame Tongue Kavus. Look at that. It's the first time in a long time I've asked for a Lava Shaper and gotten one. Ardent Allegiance, deal 3 damage to target opposing troop. 3/3 for 4. Just like, sign me up. Got plenty of Ardent nerds in our deck. This one's real good. Stalagamage is probably one of the cards we're looking to upgrade if this pack is good to us, since we're not playing Marzul. That card's significantly worse. I guess we have Llama Herder and a couple Diligence cards, or Mobilized cards to enable it, but... Uh-oh. Yak Dad's phone down. Holy crap, this pack is good for us. So here's the Blazing Hammer upgrade that we were talking about for this explosive interlude. Deranged Marauder's a pretty powerful card too, but I think I 10 out of 10 want this Blazing Hammer. Deal 4 damage to a champion or troop for 4, just like reach and removal all wrapped in one pretty little package. Pretty powerful. Feel like we have a lot of good attackers here. Nothing too exciting here. There aren't even any playable cards worth cutting in this pack. I guess I'll take this Bastion, but you know what? We'll take the Baby Yeti speculatively in case a Mama comes around. So this is a 1/1 for 1 with speed, but there's a card called Mama Yeti in this set where you have to have a Baby Yeti to play her, and Mama Yeti's very powerful. Mama Yeti's so good. She's so good. Up next. God, this pack stacked for us. Fierce Justicar is pretty good, but Ashwood Transmuter is one of my favorite commons in this color in this format. So to let you discard a card to create a random ruby common to put in your hand, just lets us upgrade a resource into a likely playable card in the mid to late game. So 10 out of 10 gonna pick that up. Snuffy the Seals, you can check the stream information. If you're on mobile, you tap the screen and press the little I button up top, and you scroll down, you'll see a big button that says MTG decks. There's one for Hex decks there as well. You can find all of my information readily available there for your perusing needs. Nothing too exciting here. I guess I'll snake the Misery so we don't have to play against it. And no Brute Crown Bashers in this pack makes these Scraptooth Dashers real sad. That being said, this pack has not gone particularly well for us. We're still only at 18 playables here, and we want 22 to 23 playables, so we might have to put, like, this Interlude into our main deck. this Wakuna Lookout, maybe this Adamantine Cavalry. We'll see where exactly we end up. So far, we only have 2 Valor producers for our 2 Ayotachi Cavalry, so honestly, playing the Wakuna Lookout and the Explosive Interlude probably aren't the worst. I'm going to promote those for now. Oh, that's a good call, Rogue. I guess Cleansing Touch is playable. We don't have any reversions in this deck. Cleansing Touch will probably wheel, but yeah, you're right. I think that would have been a card that we're likely to play. Another Transmuter, fantastic, just very, very playable card. Having 2 Transmuters in my deck means I really don't mind playing 18 resources. We're going to play Sejas as our champion, who rewards us for playing more resources as well. And like Transmuter can filter away extra resources in the mid to late game, which is nice. First card we're probably looking to upgrade is the Lookout or the Stalagamage here at the bottom of the curve, depending on what comes back around in the remainder of this pack. It's like a solid C plus deck. Got really good removal, right? We've got Banishing, Pyre Strike, another Blazing Hammer. Huh. So do I have too much removal is the question. The fact that this is Reach 2 probably means I can't pass it. Rocket Rider's like really good though. This is a 2/3 for 5 with Flight and Speed, and if you scrounge 2, it gets Rage 2, so it just gets bigger every time it attacks. Like, this card ends games hard and fast. I think I want the other Blazing Hammer though. I think I want that, and we can just probably cut this Interlude as our next card. Got so much removal now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lava Shaper's kind of a piece of removal. Like, and then another pack that's Poop Soup here. Take a Razor's Edge, baby. Magic Online. Oh, you actually can't see it because I've got my banner up there. Let's minimize this. The league is currently paused. You cannot join the league. This is our first pack coming back around again. Nothing particularly exciting in here. Is Patrol Bot better than an Explosive Interlude? Maybe. It might actually be the case. Just like bring our curve down a little bit. Yeah, unfortunately the one in the first pack is the more powerful of those two, so like getting a bunch of hunters in the third pack isn't particularly good. I guess I could take Fiend of Nulzan and put a Valor Gem in it. That's probably fine, just because like I really want these Ayotachi Cavalries to be reasonable. Yeah, we're basically playing a Ruby Diamond control deck. Probably gonna play Sejas as the champion. Put Valor and Lookout and Fiend here. Wallbuster. We really don't need more removal, especially not bad ones. Is Valor Rising playable? I probably don't want a double diamond card. Best for climbing to Cosmic. I think Redlings is probably the most efficient laddering deck. Like, it's very powerful, it gives you a lot of lines to, like, beat people no matter what they're doing, and it's super quick in the terms of the amount of games you're able to get in. After that, probably Bombus. So I think we're going to play this. We'll probably go 10-8 on the resources since we've got a number of double Ruby cards. I could even see maybe 7-11 being correct, but I think 10-8 is probably fine. We don't have any triple Ruby. Yeah, have any other questions, feel free to ask. Always happy to field some questions. Do this. 8 of these. Put a Valor Gem in my Wakuna Lookout. Put a Valor Gem and my Fiend Nulzan. I'm gonna put a Flight Gem in her at the top end, just so she can be a little bit evasive. So Sejas draws us 2 cards and then discards a card at random for 5 charges. Let's go ahead and save this. Is my tool working? It is. Look at that. All right, sweet. Let's go ahead and queue up a match here since Magic Online is still dead, I believe. It does, in fact, still appear to be dead. Oh, good catch. I'm an idiot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Glad the Q didn't pop. God bless. God bless us, everyone. Good job, chat fam. I appreciate you. Scrub-a-lubba-dub-dub! Immortals is playing Renner as their champion. 5 charges, they get to draw the top card of our deck, and it becomes a blood card so they can play it. Immortals commenting he's going to give us our first easy win. You never know that we actually fixed our resource base since we have so many diamonds. And again, we don't actually want to play this Wakuna Lookout on 1 because we have to have a ruby threshold in order for it to generate a valor. So we want to wait until we can generate a valor with this. Yes, Hex has a full secondary market economy as a TCG. In fact, the advertisement here above my head for hexprimal.com, they are a third-party website that buy and sell Hex TCG singles. You can save 5% on your orders there by using code Jeff5. Sure. Yep. Alright, so we'll play this out, and we'll play this Razoredge Duelist out as a pretty grizzly bear. And when she diligences, which means ready or unexhaust at the start of her turn, she gets +1 power and swift strike. So once she gets 1 attack in, she gets to keep on pounding in, which is nice. Hatchery Cultivator. Flight. If 1 or more eggs we put into the opponent's deck. Okay, that's the card they conscripted, so that's actually kind of annoying, right? I can't attack through that. Guess I'm just playing this. I'm gonna play my transmuter out here. 2/2 can't attack into a 2/4, so pass back. Necropolis Gyarados. This is a 2/2 that on diligence gets lethal. It's pretty good for us. So now when we play Wakuna Lookout, since we have a ruby threshold, it gives us a valor, so we can put the valor on a Razoredge Duelist here, which will let us start attacking. If they want to trade for a 3/3, they have to trade 2 of their cards, which we're okay with. I'm going to go ahead and start by activating my Ashwood Transmuter. We're going to discard this extra diamond shard that we have and get a random ruby common. We got a First Blood, which summons 2 Scarlet Raiders, which are 1/1s. Okay, do that next turn. I think I'm okay if they want to trade Transmuter for the Gyarados. So I'm just going to go ahead and crack with both of these. And they're going to get to probably chump with this and draw a card when it dies, but that's fine. Yep. This is going to diligence into a 4-power troop, which means it can even start attacking through this Hatchery Cultivator. You saw my opponent's Blood Bearer light up there. This gains them life every time something dies. If you're a Magic player that wants to follow along with some of the Hex stuff while we're waiting for Magic Online to come back, this article kind of explains the differences in the resource system from Hex to Magic. The gameplay is fairly similar in terms of like attacking, blocking, and the turn sequencing, but the resource system is a little bit different. Butcher destroys an exhausted troop, so down Razoredge Duelist goes. Well, we were gonna stream Magic Online today, Sir Crovax, but it is currently offline. MTGO is dead. I'm gonna offer the trade of my Wakuna Lookout for their Blood Bearer here. I'm gonna play my Fire Soul Jumpsworn out here. When she comes into play, she summons an additional 3/1, and the 3/1 will have a random socket, so this also has Flight on it, so 6 power worth of Flight for 5 resources is not bad. We have this Pyre Strike to cut through this 2/4, so we'll be able to start pressuring in the air here. I love it's like the little things, right? Like, the fact that Magic Online is fairly silent, I really miss, like, the background music that Hex has and, like, the game effect sounds. It's like the little extras. They make it a video game and not just a card game on the computer. We'll see if they're attacking here or not. Nope, yep, so they missed their 5th resource drop there even after drawing 2 extra cards. Pretty unfortunate for them. I'm gonna go ahead and Pyro Strike my way through this, and they're not gonna gain life when this gets off the battlefield because it doesn't die, it's getting voided. Let's go ahead and attack with all of these. These 2 gain flight, so they can't trade with their 1/1. Okay, and my champion power here is glowing because I have 5 charges, so I can activate this. It draws 2 cards and discards a card at random. Generally, we want to save our Sejas activation until we need a specific answer or we don't have any good cards in our hand. So we want to wait until we have, like, a couple extra resources laying around so we have the chance to, like, turn a resource into another valuable card that's relevant. Brood Net says it gets exhausted, and then exhausted every turn if it has 3 power or less, so this guy's effectively dead. Oh, actually, wow, we're gonna get to get him. We're gonna get to get him real good here. So we can play this Galleon Duelist, and then we can Valor this, which gives it a 4th point of power, which means it'll no longer get exhausted every turn, which is sweet. Yep. So this has speed, so it can attack right away. And then next turn we have 10 power worth of troops, since this is going to get to Power and Pain. It's going to summon Conscript of 4 cost for them. Yeah, the drafting in Hex, I never really got into limited Magic, but the drafting in Hex is pretty enjoyable. And I'm a more of a constructed player even in Magic, and so I'm probably not particularly good, and I've easily gone infinite in their draft. And their drafts are only like $6-7 a pop. They're a little bit less than 7 if you're buying packs from other players. Oh, he played his speed troop post-combat. He said punt in chat. All right, we're gonna get rid of my 3-2 here because these 2 both have flight on attack. Oh, I forgot about the account leveling. Wicked Webspawn. This is a 2/2 that gives him 1/1 Dreadling whenever they scrounge something. So I'm gonna hold this resource for now, because I would like to have a chance to discard it to my champion power. I'm not attacking with these, we're just going to leave them on defense. Opponent is just dead in 2 here. We hit him for 7 in the air, we're going to hit him for 7 in the air again next turn. This card's very powerful. It's a 3/3 flight for 5 that says on deploy, target opposing troop gets -3/-3 when they scrounged. And they scrounged, so their Wicked Webspawn generated them some duders here. So they're going to kill my 4/2. Thankfully, we have Chastise to cut through this, but this does suck a little bit for us. They're leaving these back on defense. Probably smart considering their life total is pretty low. So, Trueheart Skirmisher has mobilized, so I can exhaust this troop to make Trueheart Skirmisher only costs a single resource. So we only go down to 4. And then the card she draws has to be played this turn or discarded. I'm going to go ahead and Chastise this 3/3 flyer, so that way my 3/1 can start attacking in. I'm going to go ahead and hit my champion power now while I have 2 resources in my hand, so we'll draw 2 and then discard a card at random. Losing my Blazing Hammer kind of sucks, but that's fine. So let's play this out. I'm going to go ahead and attack with my 3/1 here. Woot didn't get hammered, right? Alright, I'll pass back here. That card's pretty good, but it's probably going to be a little bit too late for Immortals this game. He got the Mystic Naturalist Pass. This is a 2/2 unblockable that gets plus power for every Underworld troop they control when it attacks. So this is going to attack as a 5 power guy right now because they have 1, 2, 3 Underworld troops. Get hammered. This is 4 damage. Yeah, if you buy packs, there's people that sell packs on the forums all the time for $1 a piece. And it's 3 packs plus $100 or $1 worth of in-game currency, 100 platinum to draft. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. We've got Salaga Mage on 1. Salaga Mage on 1's a little bit worse on the draw because they're pretty likely to have a blocker on 2, but we also have Blindside to punch it through, which is not the worst. Ooh, and then we drew the Llama Herder to enable the Stalaga Mage. It's just gonna go real good. You can sell Hex cards for cash too, Sir Krovex. Hex is a full buy-sell trade secondary market. So we're going to play Llama Herder here, and then Llama Herder gets to exhaust my Stalagamage to give itself 1/1 till end of turn, but that's not the important part. The important part is that every time Stalagamage readies, it gets to poke my opponent for 2 damage. So doing that lets Stalagamage shock them. Llama, llama, it's a very funny llama, 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 farmer, llama, 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 duck. So probably going to see attacks here because I'm not trading. Yeah. That's a little aggressive because now the Llama Herder gets to start attacking again. Life is gambling, right? That's what a good way to put it. Alright, I'm just going to attack with both of these. And then if this Llama Herder gets to Diligence, we get to... Oh, you know what? I'm not going to play this Transmuter because I'll bet he has a Butcher. And Butcher only kills an exhausted troop. So if I blindside in response to a Butcher, this won't die. That feels like why you would attack there and let the Llama Herder get in. Oh, I could have played the Lookout. Good call. Yeah, I should have played the Lookout. You're right. I messed that up. This is a 1-drop. Do I want to blindside and kill this? I feel like I do. Nah. Yeah, that's loose. Alright, and now this has lethal because of Diligence last turn, so I'm just going to go ahead and exhaust the Stalagamage with the Llama Herder and then pass the turn, not willing to make this trade here. Let's draw a card off the top of our deck. Vigilant Duskwing is pretty good. So this is a 3/5 that readies on each of our turns. So that's just going to cut us down in the skies pretty quickly. I mean, we're trying to stream Magic. Magic won't let us stream Magic, unfortunately. Lava Shaper, you say? That's pretty good. I guess I'm gonna attack with this llama. Maybe I should Valor this and attack with that, too. Oh, you know what? This doesn't have lethal anymore. I probably should have gotten more aggressive this turn. Yeah, I should have gotten way more aggressive. I'm just gonna play the Lava Shaper and cut this down so it's no longer a problem. And the next turn with this blind side, we can just start punching through. Renner's pretty good for them given how much removal's in our deck, right? Oh, tilt. That's gonna kill our llama herder. That's pretty good. I guess I could have played around that by waiting to kill their thing. We're probably gonna lose this game now. We got a lot of power in this guy. Hey, Jacob Jeffrey. Hiya. Yeah. Alright, what do we draw? I'm gonna start by discarding this True Heart Skirmisher to draw a card, I think. Or get a random Ruby card. Ruby common. 7-4 for 6. Alright, maybe someday. Bend this Valor and see what we get. Oh, you know what? This was a mistake. I should have... God, just my sequencing's been so bad here. God, we're almost certainly dead now, right? I should have attacked with both of these first, that way I could blindside through this Vigilant Duskwing. I guess I could bluff a Blitz. That's really good. Huh. I guess I'm just waiting a turn now, right? Because, like, if I hit a resource next turn, I can Explosive Interlude and kill this Vigilant Duskwing. Yeah, I should have attacked before doing anything this turn. You got Thomas the Tank Engine there? Underworld Officer. Yep. Alright, I hit the resource. Yeah. Go ahead and kill this, I guess. Hopefully. I could have a Sanguine Boon or something scary there. Let's attack for 9. Still can't play this Galleon Duelist or this because we do need more Ruby. This blindside could get them next turn potentially. If we hit a Ruby Shard next turn and we get to play this Galleon Duelist plus have a blindside, we could easily kill him. That turn I missed that attack where I played this out before attacking with the blindside up really could likely cost us this game. Hopefully we just hit a Ruby Shard next turn like a professional. Never know that we're on 10 Ruby 8 diamond these games, right? What you thinking? You think so? So, this is a 2/2 that's unblockable. They get +1 power for each Underworld troop they control when they attack, so it counts itself. It's Underworld. This is Underworld. That's pretty good. That's a 3/5, so it's going to get to bounce one of my troops. If he attacks, he's dead, right? Yeah, he's just trying to push lethal. He's almost dead on board, right? I think he knows about this Valor. Kind of a build our own adventure book here. We've got blindside and hammers and all that jazz, so... Moral's end up being a little bit too slow here. They could have not made that attack that last turn with both their guys, but we had them dead no matter how we cut it there at the end. 1-0 start. Good games, Immortal. You'll probably be popping back up in here in a second. I think that's the one you're looking for there, Damfield, the budget hex decks. Oh Modo, you're still down now. I wanted to play Legacy, but we'll just draft some Hex now. Do 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 do. Jacob, in fact, this is a Thomas the Tank Engine lunch pail right here. And we're currently watching Thomas the Tank Engine on our tablet. We love Thomas, don't we? Can we get choo-choo? Choo-choo!
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good call, Dampel. I'll have to link my intro to Hex article and my budget Hex on my website there. I don't think so. Thank you for the suggestion. Okay, buddy. It's okay. Oh, draft queue. Oh, draft queue. Please, won't you pop now? Opponents. Do, 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 do. Yeah, you think so? Do, do, do. Yeah, you happy?
Do 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 do.
Do. Do 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 do. Got our next victim here. I mean opponent. Makog playing Marshal Josephina. So my opponent's champion here for 4 charges makes target troop not attack or block until the start of my opponent's next turn. Seems a little loosey-goosey. I'm gonna keep it because it's got turn 1 Salagamage on the play. But no second threshold is definitely loose. Perfect. So this is gonna get in 3 points of damage here. Fantastic. That'll hopefully help us draw a diamond resource next turn. So we'll attack with this. I love how it makes it difficult to skip your attack step in this game. I definitely would have missed my attack step there if it didn't like misclicked on my thing. So when this diligences, they're gonna go to 19, and we can attack them to 16 next turn, hopefully. I'm gonna go ahead and play True Heart Skirmisher, diligencing off the Stalagamade to see what we draw. Well, it's not the diamond threshold that we're looking for, but it is a Fiend of Nulzan, which is going to generate a Valor for us, which will make the Sayotachi Cavalry unblockable next turn, which is pretty great. So I'm not off taking this trade here, because next turn this is going to be unblockable for us.
Oh no!
I mean, if your best bet is to always order singles. Never not singles. Cracking packs is just silly. Jeez, if they don't have a play here, they're very dead. No blocks. I don't have any farming guides. There's different ones posted on the Hex user forums. Check the Hex subreddit as well. I just bought constructed decks and then account leveled and draft, and then I've gone infinite and limited. So I've never actually ground currency in the game. So they're down to 12 here. When this diligences, it's gonna put them down to 10. Still haven't hit diamond, but just like doing our best Mana Ruby impersonation here. Frostring Arena was the most efficient for a while, but don't quote me on this. I believe there's some area in PvE AZ2 that's slightly more efficient for grinding. Strike Force Surgeon's pretty good here. I wonder if they have to leave it on defense here. They probably want to generate a Valor so they can block, right? So let's get another attack in with this, though, which is great. Gallant Duelist is fantabulous here. So let's put him down. Let's do this. Do I want to Valor something here? I feel like I actually want to hold this Valor in my hand, so that way I can have a chance to discard it to my champion power next turn. Because they're down to 5 here, and this is going to Diligence and put them to 3. And then I'll hit my champ power, and if we hit Diamond for Chastise, we can probably cut through whatever their blocker is. This was champion powered. This had their Marshal Josephine on it, so it couldn't attack. So this isn't. They probably can't attack with anything here, right? Just like, they're actually just dead to the Valor, right? I guess I probably should have showed them that I was diamond here, but we did it, so let's chastise them. They were dead even without that. Yeah, they were dead for me just Valoring and attacking there. I don't think I really want to change anything here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and click submit. Cutting through. It's been a while since I played a Seahawks deck. Can I run the no diamond gambit again? They mulliganed probably. I am going 2, 3, 4 on the draw this time. Sure, send me up. Let's draw Stalagmage on one like a professional. That's so unlucky you didn't draw one of. So one thing you'll note here for the Magic player starts, if you're doing a Hex, my opponent and I started with different health totals. Your champion, in addition to this champion power that does different things, your champion determines your starting health total. So I have 24 and my opponent starts with 22. I know about you, but I'm feeling 22. So no play on 1 or 2 here. Or lucky I didn't have the Stalagmage, else I would have been really aggressive against them again. Zap! That's a beating. Just does 1 damage to something and gives them a charge. My poor Flame Guard. My poor Flame Guard. I guess Stalagmage would have eaten that otherwise. Luva Shaper, you don't say. Sweet. Let's play this out. If they play a blocker next turn, I can Lava Shaper and kill it, which feels good. Uh-oh. Yep, can't attack or block, deal. Strike Force Surgeon. Okay, sweet. So Lava Shaper's gonna come down and eat this. So they get a hit it for 3, but then they're not about to be pleased with this Lava Shaper. My Stalagmage a little late to the party, but still fine. So shoot this down. So on Diligence, this makes a Valor, so we're just killing this and they don't get any value out of it, and we still have a 3/3 left over. This card is so good. It's so very, very good. It's like a 3/3 for 4 that like shoots through things. Sign me up. We get to Blazing Hammer through the next threat they put into play. Or defensive troop, sure. Is this attacking? It's good for us. I think I was trading if they attacked. I'm just gonna go ahead and hammer this. Yeah, this Galleon Duelist is a speed threat here. Hell, confirmed our deck is still good as Mono Ruby. And we are, like, mostly Ruby based, right? So, like, we don't have a ton of Diamond cards, but just 2 games in a row, we're just, like, firmly ahead without any Diamond. Rocket Rider. That card is scary. So, it attacks for 4, and then 6, and then 8. It's a good thing we have this Galleon Duelist to win the race. And by that, I mean we're going to Decree of Banishing this. That's probably the game, unless they have something obnoxious like Lasgar's Vengeance. Opponent said GG's. GG's opponent. See if we can get a 2-0 match here. This only pairs you 2-0 into 2-0. Sometimes it takes a little while. But that fired right up. And we hit our account level reward, so sweet. Vanregard. So they're playing Marzul, so they have 25 health to start. And every time they play an Ardent Troop, they gain a charge, and their champ power for 8 charges gives a troop +1, crush, and invincible until end of turn. So usually a Ruby-based champion. A lot of the charges matters payoff in Ardent are Ruby, like Rock Slider and Arena Regular. If Moto still isn't up after this match, I'm probably gonna call it an afternoon, get some work done around the house, and then I'll stream some Legacy later tonight. I really need to devote my gaming time this week to practicing for this weekend. And I have to get some extra stuff done since I'm not going to be here this weekend. I mean, we've been a great Mono Ruby deck so far, right? I'm pretty sure this is fine. We need to draw some resources, but we're playing 18 resources, so fine. We were talked about Slag of Age being very good turn 1 on the play, and there it is, so it's kind of scary. It's gonna get in, if they have a removal spell, like 6+ points of damage here. Diamond Ruby Mirror. Okay, that's pretty bad for us. If there's one thing I'm really good at doing, it's missing my 3rd resource drop on the draw when I'm playing more resources than most people do in my deck. Alright, if they offer the trade with the Slag of Age, we're taking it. That being said, they probably have a removal spell. Like, they're 2-0. Their deck probably has a lot of quality removal in it like ours does. No. They're definitely on the defensive here at this point. Fire, sure. Yep. It's unfortunate. Can I hit a shard? Just any shard. Diamond would be ideal, but any shard would be great. Deal. To play this Ashwood Transmuter out. Probably binning one of these diamond commons to get a random ruby common, so hopefully it's playable even if we keep missing. Blindside can probably go at this point. I think I'm taking this trade. Castable, I guess. The old baby Yeti on defense. If they have their champ power here, I might Pyre Strike the Stalag Mage in response. Like, saves us 4 points of damage and takes their thing off the table. Oh, I don't have... I'm an idiot. I only have 1 resource here. Or 2 resources because I missed. I don't know why I thought I had it in my head. That's fine. I guess we're taking 4. We generated Baby Yeti off the Ashwood Transmuter. I'm just going to hold this Pyre Strike up. At this point, we're pretty far ahead if they can't trick us. So, like, if they attack with this, I want to be able to block plus Pyre Strike through a trick. I've got so much removal in my hand that if they don't play a bigger threat out, I'm just going to strike this at end of turn. So that way, if we hit a resource, we can Galleon Duelist and not worry about it. God, good lord. Guess we get to go threat here at least. Running a little bit cold in terms of our draws here today. Opponent is also flooding out a little bit, so Screw usually beats flood, which favors us, so. Yep. Alright, let the slow burn begin. This attack's technically for 5 if this gets the Diligence. Yep. You have multiple Wakuna Lookouts in their deck. That's 2-0. That's kind of impressive. Can I draw a resource, please? Please. God bless us, everyone. Chastise the crap out of that and keep attacking. Alright, we should be firmly in the driver's seat at this point. Got 2 more pieces of removal. We've got some reach. We've got 2 powerful threats. Short of like a Lasgar's Vengeance, this game should be pretty much wrapped up. Just gonna play this Galleon Duelist, and they're dead in 2. No Valor the Cavalry. Good even 9. Even if they have Lasgar's Vengeance at this point, we're going to 9, and then I get to play this Fire Soul Gemsworn as a follow-up. Sure. Sure. Kind of surprised they held that as long as they did. I feel like they took a lot of damage they didn't have to. So... Decree to take this away, hit them for 6, and then hammer them. It's not bad. We're going to win this game even though we screwed for a little while. Tech seems pretty good. They're also just dead to this Diligencing, but let's like not give them the chance to like rip out of it. Just going to go ahead and save here again. Sign me up. Decree only hits troops. That's good enough. This might be okay. Get 9 ruby in the deck. Yeah, let's keep it. We can bend one of these extra diamonds to the transmuter and do something with it. Or chastise on 2 for an early threat. Yeah, turn 1 Stalagamage every game. Pretty good. That was our second ruby. Send me up. They go 2, 3, 4 here. 10 out of 10 killing this Stalagmite with Chastise unless they play a bigger threat here on 2. Yeah, no. Huh. Is this better? This is probably better. Can block. Let's go 2, 3, 4. Try and take the... Try and put ourselves in the aggressive position. Oh, do they not have a third resource? That's real good for us. Yeah, we should attack it here to offer this trade. And again, we're like flooding a little bit this game, but between Sehas and our Ashwood Transmuter, that's more than fine. They have a trick of some sort here, Blitz or an outflank. Huh. Kind of surprised they didn't attack in last turn. Random Ruby common. Got a piece of removal. That's pretty good. Play this out. Yeah, I'm just going to Gallant Duelist and ship with both of them here. Try and capitalize on our opponent's stumbling. So this card, every time we attack, the damage it deals increases by 1. Currently this is dealing 3 damage. We got some cleanup for these dorks. They're technically attacking for 6 here, but they have to ready to get the other 2 points of damage in, so we'll probably kill one of these and then save the fire in the hole for whatever their follow-up threat is. Does this change the clock? Yes, it does. I suppose I could even blindside to kill this next turn if I wanted. You know what? I could just blindside now. Yeah, I'm just gonna blindside now, so that way I get the damage in, and then I can block this so they don't get to use it again. I'm not activating my champion power because I like this fire in the hole, so I'm going to... They saved a Wakuna coin to cycle it. They've missed their third resource drop for like 4 turns here. They just cycled a Wakuna coins. I guess it gains them life, but that still doesn't seem like a fantastic prospect. I'm gonna attack with both of these, and when they double block, I'll fire in the hole one of their guys. Feel like they're pretty obligated to double at this point. Or not, sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. This is dealing 7 damage, so you can fire in the hole something at their end of turn. I don't want to risk discarding this to Sehas, like we're pretty far ahead on board. Looks like we might just get the easy 3-0 sweep here. Lost that scout, sure. What a tilt. I'm glad we're super far ahead here. I'd be a little more upset with that. It's like five cards in hand, 4 of them suck. Discard the one, good one. They need 2 blockers here, 2 pieces of removal. They do not. So easy Ruby Splash Diamond wins deck here. Reached Plat 2 on here. We got our packs for 3-0ing. We got our Llama Herder. We got our level up account rewards. Got a 10,000 gold for the ladder. One of 24 exclusive deck sleeves. Oh, this is the one I wanted. I wanted the hatchery sleeve. Look at that, isn't it creepy? The Venom hatchery. Every time my opponent has this, I'm like, I kind of like the hatchery sleeve. Look at it. Look at isn't it nice? Isn't it nice? All right, I think Magic Online is still being poop.